Got to be in all the way. Got to be in all the way.
You don't want to stop talking and give Mr. Fortes your undivided attention.
I could totally settle for that, but something tells me that this many people can make so much more noise, and I wouldn't want you to settle for less than you deserve. So, can we give me a real round of applause? Come on now, what do you got? So, hello, my name is Randy Fortes. Oh yeah, this is not a TV. If y'all talking, I can see you. And I gotta go to some, like, I might just go over there and get a bigger conversation. Like, oh, for real? For what? Friday? Okay, I'll be there. Okay, no. So let's make a commitment right now. I'm one who is all about 100%. I'm going to give you my 100% today, no doubt. I just ask that you just reciprocate and give me the same, whatever that looks like for you. And that's why I want that round of applause. When I like to be with people in the conversation. I'm not like a really presenter just to talk at you. I'm going to be asking some questions. And because I don't have all the answers. And I'd love if you have the answers to raise your hand and participate with me. I might even bring some people up here. And when you clap for them, I want you to clap for them like you were clapping for me. Let's not hold that for anybody. So my name is Randy Fortes. I have been an educator for about 14 years. All ages. I have taught preschool, I taught elementary school, I taught middle school, and I also teach high school. For the past 8 years, I've been a leader for this program called Challenge Day. Raise your hand if you heard of Challenge Day. That's what's up. Hey, show me some love if you heard of Challenge Day. Hey, I'm feeling it. Okay. So, those of you that got your hands up, talk to somebody with their hand up or check out challengeday.org. It's an amazing program. We go to schools, in the gym, and I talk to students. It's a whole day workshop. We get to know each other on different levels, on a real level, beyond the normal image that we're showing everybody. And it's a really life-changing program. Check that out. Now, the formula for change we have at Challenge Day is notice, choose, and act. Everyone say that. Notice. Choose. Act. I am a man of action. I would rather be more about what I do rather than what I say. So know that when I'm up here talking, these are the things that I'm doing. These are the things in my life that I've been through. And I really appreciate everybody's attention in this. Now, also I've had a crazy upbringing in my life. So many things I had to go through just to bring me before you right now. Because see, in my life, man, I thought I had it on lock until I lost the key. Only seeing a fight to get these demons off of me. And though I've released it, I'm never at peace with myself, concerned for everybody else, when I really need the help. See, I keep it to myself, to cheat myself, beat and defeat myself, developing a lack of trust. And ever since disaster struck, these demons have been after us, hiding in the baggage we attach to us. So with the past quickly catching up, I hope I'm fast enough to escape my own fate and let it pass me up. Will I grab the cup and see that it's my fault that it's half empty, and fall victim to creating another sad ending? Getting away with pretending to get away. And live the day with that bitter taste written all over my face. So get in my way, and you might be scolded, because I can't seem to control it, let alone try to hold it together. I've owned it forever, but never claimed it. I was in way over my head. I was just too ashamed to quit. See, I blame it on what I've ignored, and now I can't afford to get sidetracked. But I keep ending up in the same place I arrived at. So I climb back into that hole I once called the soul, when that chip on my shoulder becomes a boulder too heavy for me to hold, but there I go again. Always trying to hold. But all that does is hold me back. Like, what if I let go? What do I need to let go of? And maybe that's why I always come to that stop. Never having a key, trying to keep it on lock. Is it all just talk, or I'd rather be dreaming? Maybe this is how I make peace with myself, by releasing these demons. Y'all can clap, because that poem was dope. Give it up, come on! people just snapping their hands and that bullshit. Some people are like, bars, right? And then some other people give me a look like, is it bad? What's going on? What's back there? But y'all were into it. I like that. But I wrote there, yeah, he was feeling it, right? Listen to the song, like, hey, you my backup dancer right there. Hi, man. Boom. I got it. So, if you think about that poem, if you listen to the words, it became an outlet to how I can help myself cope through the things in my life because there were really crazy going on. I'm talking about demons. These things, this darkness that I had to go through. I had to find the light through it, through poetry, through art, and whatever it is that you use. Let's find that. So think about it for yourself right now. This is the first day of school that you're stepping into these doors. How are you going to be? What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Do you want people to be happy when you're coming up? When you're walking up to them and like, oh, there he is, come on, or there she is, let's go talk. Or do you want them to kind of like turn away and kind of cringe when they hear your name? It's deep. But seriously, it is totally up to you, y'all. This is your destiny. And honestly, I think a lot of the decisions that we make are based on our perception. How we look at ourselves and how we look at other people. So I want to do a little activity with all of us right now that we're all here. Because what I'm going to talk about today is how do we believe in ourselves? How do we develop this place in ourselves that's really strong that nobody can touch? When we get ourselves on a path that's positive and we can actually achieve our dreams by believing in ourselves. For right now, I would love for everybody to take a deep breath with me. Exhale. I would love for you to just trust, and I'm going to do it too. And just close your eyes for a second. Because we perceive things so much with our eyes. Now when I say go, I would love for you to open your eyes. And when you do, you're going to be looking at people in certain different ways. We're going to do this a few times. When I say go, the first thing you're going to do is I just want you to look around at people the way you would normally see them. On your marks, get set, go. Look behind you. Go to the side. How would you normally look at it? Check it out. Yeah, it should be easy. It's all the time. A good day for me? Barely ever came. But did anyone know that in that school? No. Because at my school, when I was in school, I was usually always smiling, walking around, just saying hi to everybody, trying to be the life of the party. Inside, I was pretending like I was a 5 on the outside, but on the inside, I really felt like a 1. But no one ever knew that. So what is it going to take for us to remember who we are? Because I forget, I think that's what happens. We forget who we are. We start losing our rank, we give it up to other people, we just forget. When everybody in this room is a 5 fully alive. Do me a favor. Can you look around and see the 5 in anybody right now? Just trust me, as you guys are coming, 5 of you sitting down, as I'm shaking your hand, when I look into your eyes, that's what I'm looking for, because I know it's there. To be also honest with everybody in this room, I'm a father, and I have a daughter who's 5 years old. And trust me, the example of what I got with fatherhood is not what I want to be passing down to my daughter. So what I have to be showing her is how to be a 5. Because if I'm not showing her how to be a 5, she won't be a 5 herself. There's a lot of things, a lot of work I have to do. So when I'm saying that we forget, I'm saying I forget. And I'm thankful for all of you to show me the reminder. So what I think would be really great is if we did honestly believe in ourselves. If we did show everybody our 5 and we were walking with that pride. Because that's what we deserve, that is our worth. And I don't think anybody should be taking that away from us. If you agree with me, make some noise. What I want to do right now is look into our lives. And how do we get this? Because if you're looking on the outside, it'll be like, you know what? I depend on somebody else to make me my 5. Nah, that's our job. That's our responsibility. Responsibility. Like that. People are probably telling you that all the time. You need to be more responsible. You need to get your license. You need to be more responsible. Yeah, of course. Like getting your diploma, that's your responsibility. What does that mean to people though? Can anyone share with me? Raise your hand. Like, what does responsibility mean? The definition to you. You can't be wrong. Say it real loud. Say it again. I'm gonna come with the microphone, girl. I got you. Come on, we all want to hear this. Come on.
you really want to do?
To do what you really want to do. Let's make some noise for her right there. Ladies, anybody else? Yes, please.
Making more decisions while being yourself.
Making more decisions while being yourself? So say, yeah, make some noise for that. Yeah, keep it up, keep it up. Okay? Cool. Yes, last one. By doing what you know is right, you're being responsible. Yes, make some noise for my friend right here. Keep it up. Yeah. So it's your ability to respond. So I'm going to play a little activity with y'all, because I like to have fun. It's called Stepping Stones, and here's what's going to happen. I'm going to choose 3 volunteers, and I'm going to put down a pad of 3 papers, right? I'm going to give them scenarios, and they're going to just raise their hand if they think they know the answer, and they're going to get a chance to answer. And more than likely they'll be right, and then they get to advance the steps. So whoever takes 3 of the steps wins. Deep down. All right, what's your names? Patrick. Madison. Michael. Patrick, Madison, and Michael. Make some noise one more time. Give it up. Okay. I'm going to give you the scenario, and all you have to do is basically raise your hand, and then you get a chance to answer. Okay, here we go. Scenario number 1. All you do is raise your hand. Ready? How would you respond? Ready? A parent loses their job and you're struggling to pay rent. How would you respond? Yes?
I know this is a hard time, but I'm sure when I do, I'll try to pitch in a little bit, you know, try to find myself a job. That way I can help out.
Ooh, make some noise. Step up. Step up. Some of these things that I was talking about in a response was like, you know, that there's an addiction that kind of runs through your family. And there's different problems that we go through, teen pregnancy, things like that. Sometimes these things are cycles that we have to deal with in our family. So what I want to do is this. I'm going to ask a question about cycles, and I want to see if we can see how much we all have in common. So, raise your hand if someone puts you down that doesn't believe in you. Raise your hand. Someone in your life puts you down and doesn't believe in you. Look around, y'all, because if you thought you were the only one who has to put up with some of these words and some of these actions, you're not the only one. Hands down. Raise your hand if looking back on how you were raised, you already know something you want to do different with your children. Raise your hand. Look around, y'all. We got people wanting to change and break the cycle right now with the hands that are up. Last one. Please, raise your hand if you have a relative in your family that has never graduated. Look around, y'all, because that's a cycle we get to break if we believe in ourselves. All we need to do is believe. Awesome. So, here's what I want to do. We got a few more minutes, 1 more minute, 2 minutes, okay. Last thing, check this out. The best way to break the cycle is to contradict it. When someone's calling us a name, we don't gotta believe that. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna invite 3 more people up here. This is what they're gonna do. I love how you just raise your hands already. They're gonna complete the sentence. They're gonna say, most people think I'm blank, but really who I am is blank. And I'll go first. Most people, when they just see me, they think that I'm like this street kid, this hoodlum. I've walked into stores before and people follow me around. The store owner just looks at me like a hog, like I'm about to steal something. But really who I am is someone who's really sensitive. Someone who's been through a lot. Someone who never got a chance, so I made my own opportunities and gave myself a chance. And that's who I am, and that's who stands before you. Someone who's done a lot of work to get here. So I'm going to invite three people up here to join me in that. To get real with people. Right here, my friend with his hand up right there. Who else? Who's down to get real with some people? Yes, you right here. Last one. Yes, you right there. Come on up, make some noise for them. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Now, space it out. It takes a lot of courage to come up here and to share something real. And I want to just disclose this first. If someone's not trying to be funny and we're laughing, more than often that's offensive. And probably, I'm willing to bet that's the reason why people aren't getting real. Because they're afraid to be judged. So if we can give them our undivided attention as they share this, maybe we can learn more about how we can start to be real and who these people really are. So please just share your name and complete the sentences. Most people think But who I really am is blank.
I'm Davis Guest, and most people, when they see me, they think I'm a weak kid who doesn't know much about the real world and is just book smart. But really, I'm a nice person, I'm considerate. I've always been there for people in the past, even though I've moved a lot. But I feel that I've impacted several people's lives.
My name is Amber Ballard. Whenever somebody goes to me, they think I'm just somebody who's really antisocial and doesn't really care about other people. And the truth is, sometimes I can be pretty shy and usually really outgoing, and I care about a lot of people. So I just like to be happy and see other people happy.
My name is George. Everybody just looks at me like I'm a supportive person, but truly I'll take anybody. I'll help people. I don't care who they are.
Let that be a testament to how you perceive someone might not have anything to do with who they really are. And let that also be an example of how you can be more real and more connected to everybody in this room. I want to thank everyone who brought me up here, my friend Frank. I want to thank Herff Jones, the staff and the faculty. Y'all are amazing. One more round of applause for me. Thank you.
See, the world won't change if the people don't move.